Okay, this is Jacob Schmitt with deerhuntingschool.com. Just sitting here looking at a piece of property for someone that had emailed me about a piece of property. Just going to kind of give you a few, a few things that I see of interest, stuff like that. The property line, if you see here, it's here, and it comes down in this area, and it comes around, and it, like that there. These fields right in here, it says corn on them in the picture that the guide sent me. First thing I noticed, there's a lot of agriculture around the area. So there's a lot of food at different times and things like that. A few things that I notice is one, here's a funnel right here coming from this area to here. This tree line here be used as a funnel, and I think that's the north part of the property line. I noticed some. Let me zoom out, and yeah, this is on the property. This here could be used as a funnel. Problem with it is this looks very thick. This area here looks very thick. This actually looks like a very good-looking farm. I don't know if the guy owns it or whatever. If it's so, he's got a good-looking spot. There's a pond right here. Water there. Looks like maybe no. I don't know what that. Yeah, it looks like another little pond. Yeah, another little pond here. So deer's got water. They've got food. They've got shelter. This area here looks thick to me as well. All this up in here, I could be wrong on that, but boy, sure, this area here looks like maybe there's been some select cut going on in it. Something that just makes that area just looks thick to me for some reason. It looks very thick to me. I don't know if there's been some logging went on in there or what, but it looks thick to me. This area here looks very thick out around here. I noticed that about this property. You've got this area here. I don't know if that's on the property. I know this is getting close to the property line. This area here kind of looks sort of like a type of a CRP, like a swampy. This kind of almost looks like a dang swamp, to be honest with you about it. This area here does to me from aerial photo. Looks like it's probably going to be some thick, kind of a grassy, maybe a little bit brushy area. Same here. The deer have got food all over the place, guys. Looking at this here, another, I say this in a lot of my videos is about figuring out the timing of deer. I recommend the timing and hunting pressured deer course because of the understanding the timing of different things that goes on. Because on a property like this here, you've got a lot of area. You've got a lot of different types of food around the property at different times of the year, and you've got, honestly, this looks like you've got a lot of bedding area on this property. Okay, so what you've got is you've got a lot of different areas that the deer can be at different times, and if you don't understand the timing of the deer, you're going to have you could have a difficult time. You'll be hunting areas at different spots, and I mean, when you have the timing down, it's not a cure-all. You're just not guaranteed to see deer. I mean, there's no guarantees in hunting, but you're guaranteed that you're hunting the best spot at that time, at the right time. You know what I'm saying? At that time, you're hunting the most likely spot at that time, if you can understand timing, and that is the key to it. Because this property has several features to it that, you have funnel here. You've got, some very thick cover here. Looks like you've got some hardwoods around here. And, that's all features and things that you've got to understand at different times. And there's no way I can do it in a video looking at it like this here, without it being an extremely long video, by taking a look at everything in it. Now, I will say there's some new things coming with deerhuntingschool.com here in the near future that are going to be, really awesome and things like that. But with this property here, the main thing I see is learning how to figure out the different timing of of the deer and how they're going to use it. You've got, I don't know if you're gun hunting, bow hunting, or whatever, but you've got different areas that could be hunted at for different times, for different type of weapons as well. I mean, here you've got a perfect example of a funnel, and this area here looks very thick to me. And you just got water here. Depending on hunting pressure and things like that, depends on how you have to hunt the property. But you've definitely got a funnel here. If I was going to bow hunt it, this would be an area of interest, okay? Because you're going to have deer coming out at different times and things, and you've got different strategies to look. And if you own the property, there's a lot of different things you could do. Some different types of managing to make it more easier to deer hunt them with bows. But I mean, just flat out by looking at the land, looks like a very good property. You've got a few funnels on it that are of interest, depending on the time of the year and stuff. Depends on where you need to actually be hunting, and when these funnels. And guys, I talk a lot about the timing, stuff like that, during the timing, because you've got looks like a lot of bedding area on this property. Timing and hunting mature pressured bucks, I just recommend that. You've got water sources here and there in different areas. Deer are going to use these at different times at different things. But the areas of interest, if it were me, and I'm just going to kind of give a brief rundown of this within the next a minute or two of what I would do if, say, I'm coming in here hunting this. First thing, of course, I'm going to look on aerial photo. I'm going to pop out, find the funnels. Because guys, them are a lot of times are very quick. You can set up on them quick, and boom, you already have a spot. I mean, if you find a funnel, you can hunt a funnel. And then knowing the timing is going to be different. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to walk the property, looking at different types of trees, different types of food sources. I'm going to look at these areas I see of bedding areas. I'm going to start following deer trails, looking for scrapes, rubs, things like that. Start making sense of the timing of how these things are being used for different times, and start understanding that them using the information that I know as far as being able to time deer as to how I can hunt these areas. This looks like a pretty large property. I did not measure it out. I usually do. I didn't measure this one out. It looks like you have a swampy area here. Hunting pressure is going to have a big difference. I'm going to take that into consideration. I'm going to start thinking about how the hunting pressure is going to affect different times of different areas. If there is no hunting pressure, then the deer are going to act more natural. Also, I'm going to think about the hunting pressure around the property. Okay, stuff like that. I'm going to put that into understanding. I'm going to get all this down. I'm going to put it down on paper. I'm going to put it in some type of little videos, whatever, and actually break it all down where I can start understanding this information, to where I can start understanding how these deer are moving and using this property, and why they're using it and how they're using it at different times and things like that. That's a basic rundown of what I would do with this property. If you're to the commenter or to the person that asked me about it, you have to there's scouting you have to do, and spending a little time, and if you can understand some of the things, it makes it go by a lot quicker, and you see deer at these areas at different times and things like that. And if you understand a lot of the stuff I have in my courses, it's going to help you to understand why you're seeing deer at certain areas. That's what a lot of people miss when they come to deer hunting. They see deer and they're all awesome, they seen deer, but they don't ever figure out why they seen the deer there, and why the deer were there. And then if they start understanding that, they'll start figuring out how these deer are patterned. Because even if a deer is killed, if you say you've got a big monster buck that comes here at a certain time, right here, for whatever the reason, I'm just using this for example, you got a big monster buck that comes right here on this power line for some reason at a certain time, and you kill this big monster buck. Well, a lot of people is just so tickled to death that they killed this monster buck, and they never ever think about why they killed the deer. Why was he there? What was the reason? Was he chasing a doe? Was it rut? What was the time? They never think about that kind of stuff. Without thinking about that kind of stuff, and I see the corn now. This is the cornfield I see, I think. Deer are going to bed in that as well. and it looks thick all the way around it. All this up in here looks very thick. Um, but anyways, back to the what I was telling you. People never think about that. They never think of why I killed that deer at that moment there. And that stuff is important to hunting. Seeing deer, seeing a group of does come out here and feed at a certain time of the day, different kind of things like that. Studying why they're doing that is going to help a property this size. As far as stand placements, there's a few spots I would say, yeah, definitely possible stand placements. That's going to be in the funnels and stuff. Here and possibly here, and looking at them areas. Different times of the year. There's going to be different stand placements all over this thing. So it's tough to really say, well, hey, put a stand here, because you may get hung up on this one spot, and you'll be hunting this spot, and then you'll, see deer a few times at certain times of the year, and you'll be thinking, well, this guy doesn't really know what he's talking about, because I put my stand there, and I hunted it, and I seen deer at certain times, but then the rest of the year I didn't see anything. So you're going to have to move around different spots, but funnels are definitely getting in here and scouting this area out and looking at it certain ways and understanding what type of trees and stuff here are, going to be awesome. And if you get, walk the area out and take a look at it and stuff. But anyways, I know I can't show you the, show you some stand. I can show you some stand placements and stuff like that. But the, understanding the timing and what type of fields these are and different times and stuff is going to be your greatest thing that you need to understand. Because that's going to make a big difference on how the deer use this property at which time of year and how they go about it. And hunting pressure is going to make a big difference too. So all that has to be put in together. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is Jacob Schmitt with deerhuntingschool.com. Check out deerhuntingschool.com for more tips and information and things like that on deer hunting. Like I said, there's some things fixing to, some pretty cool things that's going to be coming up here in the very near future. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, keep in touch, and keep watching and checking deerhuntingschool.com because it's going to be getting pretty cool. And there's some stuff coming up that's really going to help everybody, and it's going to be awesome. So anyways, like I said, this is Jacob Schmitt with deerhuntingschool.com. Have a good day. Bye-bye.